Hey, John. Hey, Kathy. Blocking people that leave nasty comments. Hey, Andy. Hey, Clayton. Hi, Starlight. Michigan. Oh, good for you, John. Hey, Janice. How you doing? There's something wrong with the program. I should be able to go in there and just delete them and then save it. So there's nobody blocked, but it hasn't worked in like the last week. Oh, good for you. Hey, accountability. How you doing? Hey, Stephanie. How are you? No, there's nothing going on around here. No. Good, Andy. Yeah, John. Oh, good, Stephanie. Yeah, I gotta start doing something different. Hey, Steve. How you doing? I'm about Amish out for a while. Hey, Pam. How you doing? I think most people are staying home. Sure is nailing Detroit pretty hard. I'll tell you that. Oh, good. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, I wish I could be down there doing some interviews, but that's all right. I could be much worse off. Really noticed things slowing down. The golf course behind my house, the guy just bought last year. What a year to buy a golf course, huh? That's such a short season anyway. It looked like he was just rolling the dice and was gonna, have everything ready up to snuff as soon as this lockdown was over. But now I see the guys aren't working over in the place where they get the golf carts ready for the summer. So I think that I'm sure he's had some sleepless nights. Oh yeah, that's probably a good idea. Hey Nadia, how you doing? I see the Amish down there all over the place today, everywhere. There's three different orders that I go to. One in Mile, northeast, and then two southwest of me, Clare and Gladwin. Now they must be aware of what's going on because they still own retail businesses, but they're still getting together. I mean, it's interesting because I wouldn't think that they would be exempt from get-togethers of more than 10 people. Yeah, I get these crazy nuts all the time. I don't pay any attention to them. They're lunatics. They have no channels or content of their own, and they'll just latch onto me. No, I don't care if you say their name. I mean, but we're really not interested in it, Dalton. There's one. It's one thing to have a bunch of people make these stupid channels. It's another thing to have a person like you come on here when we're already aware of it, telling us about it. I mean, you can watch these for about 30 seconds, and it's pretty obvious. Not a whole lot going on there. Oh, really? Really? Yeah, that Walmart down here, there's a zoo. That's the worst Walmart I've ever been to in my life. They've got about 10 extra security cameras that they run with generators on top of the ones that they already really have out in the parking lot. Plus, the cops can't see the parking lot from the road. It's the worst Walmart ever. Hey, Allison, how you doing? Hey, Dave, how's it going? No, if you went into the Walmart up here, the one over in Taos, you would understand the difference. That's. It doesn't even seem like a Walmart. It's so bad. That one in Taylor. They're probably getting ripped off blind. You're confused. No way, Delano. No, you got to go to the one in Taylor, Michigan. Oh, I believe it. That place is always bad, though, Tassie, even during the good days. Hey, James, how you doing? Yeah, I hope you're doing well. It's just a crazy, unsafe Walmart. They're always out of stuff. I think they have a hard time getting people to work there. It's just a disaster. I avoid it like the plague. How's work going for you, Tassie? Oh yeah, she would have got it, Nicole. Yeah, if you had the right address, she'll get it. Yeah. Hey, Redbeard, how you doing? Oh, that's cool, Dave. Hey, 313, how you doing? Oh, okay, good. Thank you for sending her that. I sent out some money today too, though, to a couple people. Hey, Greg, how's it going? Tassie, are you still working the same amount of hours? Oh, okay, good for you. Have you talked to Frederick lately? Yeah, this is crazy, Mary. Yeah, you're right. It's dangerous to breathe around people that are contaminated, that's for sure. Cassie, I hope you're staying inside down there. Are you guys wearing the rubber gloves and the whole bit? What the McDonald's have done up here is they've put like plastic that goes almost all the way down to where you would exchange the money or a credit card. So they're not breathing on you and you're not breathing on them. Then they're setting your order on like a bread cart in between the drive-through window and your vehicle. So nobody touches each other's hands. Yeah, stay away, lay low, Cassie. Hey Val, how are you? Hey Diager, how you doing? Yeah, I know this wears on you, man. Yeah, I don't wear a mask either. You can't get a mask. I had some clerks call me from the hotel I stay at down there and want me to get them some of the things that are hard to get, and they thought that we might have them, but we don't. I went and sent some Western Union money orders to people today, and people one after another were coming in there looking for hand sanitizer. Hey, Ike, how you doing? What's that, Larry? What kind of package stores? Which ones? I still kind of get a kick out of liquor stores being open. I mean, it's just a little odd. Yeah, I know the feeling, April. Yeah, I sure do. Yeah, it's just the way it is out there. I thought by now I'd be doing time-lapse photos and portrait photography down in Detroit, but man, is that put on hold? Yeah, that's right, Nancy. Yeah, yeah. The hospitals are jammed. Is anybody actually in the old Cobo Hall, the TCF Center? Do they actually have people in there? Yeah, I don't think they're charging more for it though, Nicole. Oh, that's cool, Dave. Yeah, no, you're right, Stephanie. Yeah. Yeah, advertising's dead in newspapers anyway. Just look at any of the printed papers that are left, including the Free Press and the News. Digital advertising is where people go. I'm really surprised the Free Press and the News even bother to print a paper anymore. It's nothing to it. Right on, Dave. Yeah, you're right. Well, I'll tell you, it's been getting cold down here, and I woke up last night about 3 in the morning. It was 28. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's scary. So we'll see how it goes. Really, so all the people around here with kids, that it's been really tough on them, especially getting them watched if they still have to work. Wow. No kidding, they were, wow. Hope that's not true. Yeah, I believe it, Greg. Yeah, it's stress, a lot of, you can't do what you normally want to do. Nothing's good on TV. Sports are older, can't go on vacation. Summer's basically trashed. I think everybody's accepted that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Larry. Huh. I see the state had big signs on the state park closed. A lot of campers get there earlier in the year. I'm sure there are campers. Well, I'll tell you that, if you don't live in Michigan, you probably wouldn't mean too much to you, but that Tallis Point State Park is basically gone. It's less than half the size it was when I first moved up here 9 years ago. Hardly any beach. Yeah, these people, not only they have to deal with the virus, they've got huge erosion and flooding issues. My God, they got to think they're in a bad nightmare and it's real. But the days are getting longer. The birds don't seem to pay any attention to this, and they all seem to be doing fine. I got about a month worth of good birds flying around. I got a couple of shots today, not the greatest shots. I get what I can on those turkey vultures. Boy, are those interesting birds. I normally can't get that close to them. I just happened to be where they were flying around. I'll tell you, they just lift up their wings and they just kind of float off the branch they're sitting on. If you look at those photos I took today, you can see those tip feathers they use to steer with. Really one heck of a design. Those birds don't look much different now than they did 80 million years ago. YouTube seems to be slowing down somewhat. I thought it would get better for more people home, but I think they just get burned out watching what they'd usually, watch after a hard day's work or something. When you don't have something to compare it to, days offs don't mean anything. If your boss came up to you at your job and said, you know what, I'm going to give you a week off. You've done a good job. You'd have a great time because that's a week off that you should have been working. But when it's unknown and you're off for like an undetermined amount of time, days off mean nothing. Now that so many people are unemployed, the weekends mean nothing. It all kinds of blends in together with the weekdays. And on top of it, you don't get much done. Hey, Dwarf, how you doing? Yeah, same to you. Yeah, I love being down there by the water, Stephanie. It's pretty down there, Something about the water is relaxing. I was thinking today how it'd be kind of cool to have like a condo, not a house, but down where the Amish are at. Just sit on your porch, you're all friendly, wave when they go by. I like watching them drive around their buggies and horses. Yeah, I think you're right, Greg. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the truth, Stephanie. You kind of, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, you don't know what day it is. I see that damn American Greed's not on tonight like it's supposed to be. They're running that stupid Shark Tank. Oh, I scrolled up all the way to midnight. If it's coming on after midnight, forget it. That is the weirdest way they schedule that show. It's really strange. Yeah, I'm looking forward to when I can delete this block list. But there's been other little glitches in YouTube as well. That happens from time to time. That's probably not a priority. Oh, you don't like American Great, Stephanie? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, right. Every day's Thursday. Yeah, last I knew, that was a couple months ago. Yep. She came on a chat one night. Haven't heard from her since. So I don't know really, but 2 months ago she was doing okay. You talking about that Shark Tank, Stephanie? Oh, I hate that show too. I got a buddy of mine that loves that show. I don't know why. Mark Cuban is such a douchebag. He's talking about running for president now. You couldn't stand him for 5 minutes. Yeah, I don't like that show either. You know, you get nice people on there trying to start a business, and they're basically trying to chisel them down and get control of it for nothing. Yeah, it sure does, Greg. I'd agree with that. Yep, sure does. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, those Amish. No, I didn't. I didn't see it. Are they paintings or cartoons, Tassie? They paintings or cartoons? Tassie, do you actually know Jeannie? Do you know her? I see you made a comment. Do you know Jeannie? I haven't heard from Becky or anything. Anybody down there? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. It's hard to keep track of people down there now, Nessa. It's basically dead down there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's that Cricket Cabo. She keeps changing her name. Wicked Cricket. Yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah, well, I don't talk to Jeannie too much, but that's the first time I talked to her in probably a year or so. Looks like she's trying to, get out of the lifestyle, and she's talking to her son, so that's good news. Cassie, is business down quite a bit at work? All right, that's it. Yep, you too. Take care. Water's still really high around every place. My face has been on videos before. It's not a secret. I mean, why are you always asking this? What the hell does it have to do with anything? It's been on videos. People that have been around a while know what I look like. I mean, this is like the 8th grade. Oh, are you, Tassie? Okay. All right. That's good. The McDonald's down here are down about 25%. It's all straight drive-through, which is a lot. I mean, that's the difference between having a good year and a super bad year. But that's way better than most of the restaurants that have offered to go. I've noticed that a lot of those have dropped off. Hey, love, peace, joy. How you doing? That some of these people that were trying to hang in there by doing deliveries, or not deliveries, well, some deliveries, but letting people pick up at the door in the parking lot, they've kind of dropped off. There's way less of those than there were a week ago. Yeah, even our like, there's a butcher store we have in town. It's kind of like a slash convenience store. They've been setting records. They're not even open Sundays now. They make so much money. Oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah, I noticed the Burger King went out of business up there in Sault Ste. Marie. That's a strange place for business. I don't think anything makes it up there very well, including Walmart. That's an old town. Somebody dropped you off in the middle of there and you didn't know where you were at and you just looked around. You think it was 1950. Hey, Dirty Monk, how you doing? Oh, okay, good. You would. Yeah, I was hoping to be doing my portrait photography by now, but obviously that's on the back burner. Yeah, I hope not, Greg. Yeah, it does save a lot of money eating at home. Not as fun though. Yeah, the other night I cooked some pierogies and I didn't even really want them. I cooked them and I was too lazy to find the glass top that fit the frying pan. Boy, what a mistake that was. Even though I had it on low heat, that damn spatter like hit the top of the glass, then went outwards and down the side of the pan. It got all around the burner. It took me about an hour and a half to clean all that crap out of there today. I've been just dreading doing it. Yeah, I like one of those space age stoves where it's just flat and all you got to do is squirt it and clean it. Hey Debbie, how you doing? Yeah, isn't that a whole different world? Well, I'll tell you, those horses, those horses seem like they're on the ball. You see how they eyeball me when they're looking to the side? Hey Aaron, how you doing? Man, those horses, they notice things. Even when they're tied up, they're looking around like a cow does in a field. Hey Dawn, how you doing? But they got their head up and they're looking off to the side, making sure that I'm not going to pull out or something. It's interesting to see how mankind can utilize animals that way, where if you're non-Amish, you're basically just using them to ride and do a sporting event like dressage or racehorses. But the Amish, man, they use those things like a piece of farm equipment. They take excellent care for them. I noticed a family today that was riding around, and as soon as they got home, the guy took the buggy in the back and unhitched the horses and walked them out to the drinking thing. And I noticed when they go up and down steep grades, they will rest them. Oh, okay, James. Good. How you doing, JP? No kidding, Ryan. Wow. I'm sure they can get those horses to do whatever they want them to do. Oh, have they? That's interesting, Greg. Huh? Well, like I said, they own retail businesses and they get rides by people that should tell. They got to know what's going on. I'm taking you up there. Have you been watching those videos, Tassie? Does that interest you at all? Yeah. Does it seem interesting to you? Yeah, Daisy's a lot more relaxed than she used to be. She used to like be all super excited and want to get outside and chase them. Now she's calmed down quite a bit. Tassie, what do you think of that Amish life? Oh, yeah, right, Mari. Yeah. Now I'm bringing her up here near me, Greg. I'm going to show her the Amish life. Yeah, she is. I'm going to take her up here this summer. Heck yeah. It's going to blow your mind, Tassie. I told the Amish guy that I'm bringing you up. Be a good experience. Fun to see. No electricity, Tassie. Well, why? I mean, a mature person wouldn't keep always bringing up, why don't I show myself on a chat that's obviously has nothing to do with the camera pointing towards me. Plenty of people know what I look like. It's not a secret. And you come on here like it's some kind of conspiracy that I'm afraid to show my face. It's just immature and childlike. Hey, Dan. Yeah, I think it's an interesting life. I probably couldn't handle it. I'm gonna sign Tassie up for a pie baking day. She's gonna spend 3 or 4 hours making pies with an Amish outfit on. It's gonna be fun. It's a huge community. One, they kind of connected. I mean, the one closer to me, it's about the same distance probably. Oh, do you, Greg? Oh, that's cool. But it didn't offend me. I just get tired of hearing it all the time. I mean, this is an adult chat, and it's obvious that this isn't set up to where I'm talking into a camera. And it's annoying when we're having a chat about other things that an adult comes on and wants to see my face. What do you want me to go over to the window and grab the camera and turn it around? Totally different than what the chat's set up to do. I mean, really, it's like something kids ask you to do, not adults. It's just more annoying. It didn't offend me. It's just that I expect adult behavior when we're on here chatting about different things. Yeah, I noticed they have those blue tick healers and those red healers uh, all over. You never see the Amish with a non-working dog or a little Daisy dog. I noticed did you notice when I was doing the video yesterday of the people that were going by me? Did you happen to catch the comments some of the kids made about Daisy? You know, they don't have dogs like that. Those are all those like those healers. Yeah, they're super smart dogs. You know, there's a feed store down in Gladwin, and I saw a Amish guy and his kids in there one day, and they were getting something. He told that dog to go out and get the buggy and horse. That dog went and untied those reins from that horse and grabbed the reins and walked the horse up to the side of the place where they could unload the grain in the back of the buggy. Now that's smart. They were making comments like giggling and pointing towards her. You know, I'm sure they never really, I've heard of these Amish puppy mills, but I don't know of any near where I live. You know, it's just a different kind of dog. And I never see cats around Amish places. I think it looks the same. They're just coloring's different. Is that right, Murray? Are you familiar with that? What does one look like? I've seen them ads on the stores sometimes where they'll have red healers and blue tick healers, but I don't know that I've ever seen one. Oh, okay, red and brown markings. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they seem like super dogs, super smart dogs. I know one guy that had one though, and he liked it, and you know he wouldn't have taken $1 million for it, but he didn't like how much hair they got all over the place. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It's interesting to me too how they come up with the formula on how many horses they need. Like that one guy was tilling today, and if you look at how deep that tilling, manual tilling apparatus sits in the hard, packed soil, and it's turning over about 10 inches of dirt. And he had, I think, four of those horses on the front, and they were turning that dirt over with him sitting on the top like it was nothing. Yeah, I should. I'm gonna have one. I mean, that's some true horsepower. Yeah, it's It's fun to watch. I'm not sure what the horses are. Maybe they're Clydesdales, but like that one guy, he was tilling the farm field today. I didn't see him doing it, but I think he had 6 of them on there. The kind with like long hair on their feet. It's amazing to me the control they have on these horses, going the opposite way against traffic. Like, no problem. I've never, in all this driving around that I've done, I've never seen like a misstep by these horses, or running a stop sign or brushing up against a car or anything. No, the chances of talking to her are pretty low, Dave. Hey, Tinkerbell, how you doing? How's it going? She's hard to run into even when things are going well. There's quite a few guys out there that have sheep too. A lot of dairy, cattle. Yeah, it's okay. I'll turn on. I've heard of Amish beekeepers before, but I've never seen a guy down there working beehives. Hey, Shaniqua, how you doing? I never have. I don't know where they're at. I mean, they could be anywhere, but I've never noticed. A lot of people taking sap out of the trees down there. They got these plastic bags and these buckets all over these trees. It's pretty cool. And it's a cottage industry. They're making little sheds, and a lot of them do paneling and siding, and a lot of them sell these like doll houses, and it's pretty cool. Hey, Matthias, how you doing? It's they're definitely resourceful. A lot of lumber mills. They rough cut a lot of lumber. I see that one of the Amish places today, in Mayo, they don't want credit cards, but down around Colinville, down in Clare County, I see they take credit cards. What's that, Matthias? Yeah, you're too young to be here. Sorry. It's 18 and older. I had the cutest photo today of some Amish girls jumping on a trampoline, but you get the death penalty of posting a photo of a kid nowadays, so that's why it wasn't in my video. So cute. They were laughing, having a good time. Oh, really, Larry? Yeah, that makes sense. Man, the birds have really been going through the bird seed in my back porch. Getting ready for that breeding season. Still amazed how these birds make this trip. Oh, they're Belgian draft horses. Now the buggy horses, those are retired trotter horses. Is that the same thing? Because I know they don't ride any of them with a saddle on them. It's a different gait. That guy that I interviewed, that Paul Yoder, he explains that a trotter is different than a horse you would ride. Yeah, the only reason I know that is the one guy that comes on here, that horse whisperer, he's really into it. And I asked that guy at Trotters, they're the kind that, they have like the little 2-wheel thing and the jockey. They get these horses like pretty much finished off when they get them. It's not like you just get a wild horse and hope for the best. They sure track down the highway, no problem. Kids riding all over, their wives. I'd be curious how much those horses could pull, though. It looks like it's no problem. You don't see them rearing up in their back legs like when they go uphill or anything like that. So I think it's a joke. It's one thing these clowns having channels, and then we got someone like you coming on here that's got a super low IQ that can't decipher truth from fiction. So that's my opinion. Take a half hour and see if you can understand it. I've said before, you get a YouTube channel and you will really understand how the kooks will come out of the woodwork. Old State Road and 65. See, I didn't know Old State Road ran that far east. Huh. This guy has got to be just super stupid. And down around Gladwin, like where I was today. Now, Clare County has a lot of these bulk stores the Amish are into. Not too many in Gladwin. And there's a few in Mile. You go in there, you can buy like 10 pounds of paprika for a cheap price. Yeah, baked goods, right? I mean, to tell you the truth, I think their baked stuff is okay. It's not great. I mean, if I blindfolded you and I went and gave you two pies and one was an Amish pie and one was a Marie Callender's that I got from Walmart, you'd like the Walmart pie better. And their cinnamon rolls aren't that great either. Cinnamon bun blows them away. So much for that handmade stuff. I don't care if they're making it with a nuclear reactor. I know what tastes good, and that's a Cinnabon. Maple candy, yeah, I used to eat that as a kid. A lot of them are selling maple sugar. I don't see how you can make a living, or even maybe it's just spending money for maple sugar. It seems like those buckets hang off there for eternity for what, like 6 ounces or something? I don't know too much about it, but they've got signs up maple sugar for sale. Well, maybe I'll ask them. I've never seen it in those stores. I go in those stores to get something once in a while, and I've never noticed maple candy. I think it's all syrup. Yeah, they're really into the woodwork, yeah. An Old State Road in 65? Because State Road runs way north of 55. It runs northeast. And I don't know of any Amish off 65. It's pretty cool how they all hang their laundry outside. Yeah, I never noticed the maple candy for sale. I mean, maybe they do have it, but that's in these bakeries as well. Gas down there today was 161. It's pretty good. So, like, I know it depends on how many trees and whatever like that, but I mean, what would it's mainly a hobby. It's no serious income though, is it, Mari? I mean, nobody's making a living with maple syrup with 25 trees in Michigan, are they? Oh, okay, yep. All right, yeah, they'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at it. 5 pikes with 4 trees. Oh, okay, yeah. So it's basically like, now when that comes out of the tree like that, can you just put it on a pancake or do you got to do something with it? Oh, okay, personal consumption. That makes sense then. Oh, okay. Oh, they do, huh? Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Oh, so when you get it out of the tree, like let's say you got a gallon, so the 40-to-1 ratio, what are you doing? Burning off the excess water? Huh. I still bet it's not as good as a Krispy Kreme donut. Hey Clint, how you doing? How's it going? It's so interesting when I see them down there with these horses and they're plowing these fields with some horses and this manual tiller. Then I'll see a guy across the street with some giant tractor with 8 tires on it that's 20 feet in the air, just blowing out acreage left and right in no time. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, I never got into that for some reason. I have every other damn hobby. Did you ever get into beekeeping at all, Mark? Oh, yeah, okay, Don, that makes sense. Yeah, I hardly ever get a Krispy Kreme. I'm never around them. They're never giants, and I'm in a donut mood when I'm near the one down around Detroit. There's probably one closer someplace. I don't know where it's at though. We've got a Polish bakery here that opens like at 4 in the morning. I'm never up early enough to get one, and a lot of people get donuts there. Oh, really? She ain't no kidding, huh? Huh. Oh, do you? Oh, okay. Oh, Berry Farm. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Now, is that for her job or just like a hobby, Murray? And that guy that tried to give that peyote to his 4-year-old, he talks like he has a booming business. Is that a pretty good business or just like a hobby? No. Oh yeah, the hot light. Yep, sure do. Yeah. The chances of me going by there when that thing's on doesn't seem to work out. I'm not down there that much to begin with, but I would definitely get some. I could eat a whole dozen, no problem. I'd probably turn into a diabetic if I lived close. What do you want, man? Oh, that's cool. Hey, Mark, how you doing? How's it going? See, now you get this phenomenon. You get it with video cameras and you get it with digital cameras as well. It's where the automatic function of balancing light gets confused. And that's where you get that blue. You would correct that either with a camera or with a video camera. I can't correct it on this camera because it's just a camera for, a chat. But it looks good. But if you look outside, it's not blue like that. Oh, food stand. Oh, okay. Now, oh, those powwows. I remember they used to have those in Ann Arbor. So do they have those up in Traverse City sometimes? Hey Nancy, how you doing? How you been? Now, now is that like invitee only, or are they open to the public, or what's the deal on those? Yeah, right. Except now, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I would. I'd like to. I'd do it. Find out what's going on up there. Now, Murray, on the casinos out around there, as you know, the tribes decide how they're going to manage these and who's going to get what. How did that work out with the people that you know up there? They just get a check, right? As opposed to building trade schools and stuff like that, like some of the other reservations have done. Go, Stephanie. Oh, okay, Murray. That's cool. Yeah, it sucks, Nancy. Yeah, I don't know how you really cope. The virus is out there, and either you put up with it or you don't. Yeah, I know you're sovereign, but uh, I mean, there's addendums to that. I know that, but because you still depend on the criminal justice system of the United States, and the federal United States jurisdiction has reasons to go into reservations sometimes. But I'm not really that up on it. Oh, okay. So I was wondering this, Marianne, not that they would ever considered it, but being a sovereign nation, could they have told the United States government to pound sand on closing the reservations? Could they said, no, we don't feel like it, and nobody could have done anything about it? Yeah, but when people get in trouble in casinos, that's adjudicated in the circuit in the district court. When that pedophile got nailed, he went through the circuit court just like a non-Indian would have. So that's not a federal case. It wasn't handled in federal court. Yeah, I know, Mark. It's stressful. Yeah, I don't think so, Aaron. Yeah, okay, I got you. That's what I thought. Right. So they were interested in protecting their people just like anybody else would be, but they didn't have to. That's also why you can smoke in an Indian casino. I do. I do, Clint. Yep, sure do. Michigan, I do anyway. I don't think he was prosecuted in federal court. That entire sentence I read was through the state courts. It didn't have anything to do with the federal charge. And besides, that's double jeopardy. You can't charge the same offense in different jurisdictions. That went entirely through the that Grand Traverse and that Grand Traverse County and Leelanau County. They have that court sharing deal. Right. No, no, I'm not sitting in it. Gotcha. What the hell was that guy thinking, Murray? Well, was everybody like flabbergasted that this guy would do something like this? Oh, really? So a real legit nut, huh? Interesting. Huh. You always kind of got to wonder about a guy like that. How many people just kept their mouth shut? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Daisy's great. Oh, she's doing fine. Ran around today. She just ran up to bed, which she doesn't do very often. Oh, definitely. Yeah, sure will, Sean. Yep. I'd be down there right now if it wasn't for this. Oh, no kidding, Murray. Huh. Was that like about the time he got charged or a while back? Oh, okay. Huh. So this has got to be taking a big hit with those two casinos. Yeah, you never know. Yeah, could have been. Possibility. He got a long time, like 20 or 25 years. It was a long sentence. Here's my favorite fans tonight coming out now. I deleted it the same reason I deleted yours, because I felt like it. Hey, Georgia, how you doing? Yeah, no, there's something to that, Nancy. That's for sure. That's a crappy lifestyle. Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah. No, I don't, Clint. No, they have to have good cause. And as long as you stay within your restrictions and they don't catch you outside of your restrictions, you're going to be fine. But they'll be watching you. If your doctor, if you have a doctor's order and you're not supposed to be lifting over 5 pounds, don't lift over 5 pounds. What I tell people is don't lie. Lying is what gets you in trouble. Everybody has a good day when they're injured. So when a private detective happens to pick the day you go out and kick the soccer ball with your grandchild, he's maybe not there the next day when you can't get out of bed because you're so sore. So what happens is they cut your benefits off, they bring you into court, and you're swearing under oath that you haven't done any physical activities at all. And then a guy like me comes out with 25 minutes of you kicking a soccer ball, and you just testified under oath that you weren't able to do it. Tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, just because you're going to do a thing here or there that isn't within inside the guidelines of your restrictions, it's not going to be putting your benefits in jeopardy. People get their benefits cut off because they lie needlessly. Good, Georgia. How you doing? It's unfortunate. I mean, I get why people do it. They just don't understand that telling the truth in an incident. Now, if you're working a part-time job, 40 hours a week, and getting caught at that, that's different. But people think that they're going to go in there and cover themselves for a good day. And it's unnecessary. Just say, hey, yeah, you know what? I even went bowling one night. What a mistake. Yeah, then you don't have anything to worry about. But like I say, make sure that you understand what your restrictions are, your doctor's orders. If they tell you that they don't want you, let's say, raking leaves, repetitive motions for the kind of surgery you had, you make damn sure that some PI doesn't have an hour and a half video of you on a nice day raking leaves. That's what'll do you in. And if you do it, be upfront about it. I see more people bury themselves by lying for just a little bump in the road. It's not necessary. Yeah, Nancy, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I think, if anything, they're very sensitive to topics like that now. And everybody knows everybody's under the thumb of financial pressure. So I really don't think that I'll bet you money there's going to be legislation introduced where a credit card company is not going to be able to give you a 30-day late or a 60-day late on your credit history profile during the whole time this virus thing's been going around. I'll bet you money that'll happen. And it should happen. I mean, like I say all along, this is what federal government is for. Someone that just had to quit working because their business closed down, your federal government's supposed to help you in times like this. That's why we have them. Hey, him, how you doing? Yeah, you'll be all right, Clint. Yeah. I mean, you got medical to document your time off, and shoulder surgery, it's a free-floating joint, rotator cuffs and shoulders. It's a long rehab. I mean, you'd have been out golfing with a knee replacement or a hip replacement. You would think that would take more recovery time, but it's the opposite. Shoulders are delicate. Yep, they really are. So don't worry about it. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not doing PI work now. I'll tell you, this has to shut these people right down. Because what we're looking for is people out of the restrictions, like I just explained, or if somebody working another job. Now, I used to catch people working all the time in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, but the last 15 years, and you can scratch that. It's hard enough to get a job when you really need one and you're not ripping someone off. Yeah, they will from time to time. Love, peace, joy, they will. Yeah, because you're gonna. That's why it's important that you're just upfront and tell the truth. And you need to, be clear on what your restrictions are. Now, I got an idea when the work comp money ends, and you're going to continue to get the medical. I'm not sure how it is where you're at with regard to how the medical reimbursement bills, if they're tied to restrictions or not. Your attorney will be able to answer this. I don't want to just make up something. I'm not sure because, I'm a little dated in my info. Oh yeah, you're welcome, Clinton. That's no problem. It's it's scary to people that don't know, and I work the other side of the fence the whole time, and I've just seen people hurt themselves and lose credibility because they think they had to lie for a bad day, and they didn't. Oh, in about a year, okay. Yeah, I would spell that. I doubt that continuing bills are going to be tied to any restrictions, but I can't say that with certainty. Ask your attorney. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah. I mean, I nailed hundreds of people bowling, golfing, deer hunting, you name it. You see these guys that are collecting disability benefits through war injuries, then they catch them out walking when they said that they couldn't walk. That's what I did. I've caught literally thousands of people in my life. But, somebody's got to do it.
You've got mail.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to do, Clint. Check this tracking under this thing. Yeah, bandos, Nancy. Yep. He confronted you. Why? Yeah, that'll do it. Yep, sure will. I don't know why he would confront you. The whole idea is to be discreet and hidden. Oh, he is? Okay. That's cool. Where do you live, Cal? Yeah, but they're used to getting ripped off, KJ. If you're telling the truth, you don't need to look over your shoulder. You don't have a sleazebag lawyer. Oh, okay, that's cool. Have them send me an email. No, that doesn't make any sense at all, Love, Peace, Joy. Doesn't make any sense. He's not even supposed to talk to you once you're retained by a lawyer. Yeah, you can spot him pretty easy, Clint. Yeah, he's not supposed to talk to you when you have an attorney. He can't come up to you. Right. You're retained. No communication goes between anybody but the two lawyers. Oh, okay, Caleb, that'd be fine. That's Tom, Tom Reed, R-E, here, I'll write it down for you. Hey, Donnell, how you doing? Yeah, that's totally unprofessional. What's that, Ashmar? Oh, okay, thanks. Hey, Mike, how you doing? How's it going? Hey, Audrey, how you doing? Okay, that sounds good. Oh, okay. Yeah, it sounds something's really off there. It's weird. Yeah, I just put some pizza in the oven. How much should you? I never reheated pizza in the oven. I think something happens to it when you put it in the microwave. What temperature should you put to reheat pizza in the oven? Does anybody know? Oh yeah, I'll put some music on. Let's see. Sorry about that. These stupid covers they come up with, these fake albums, you can't really get an idea what it's going to be till you click on it. Oh, a toaster oven? Yeah, I don't have one. Nah, it's that pizza I got the other day, that Jets pizza. Yeah, I'm going to put it in, go check on it in 20 minutes. I put it at 250. Mari, do you live right in Traverse City? Or do you live up closer to Northport? Yeah, see, if I put on legit songs, they give me a strike. That's why I got to put this royalty-free stuff. Oh, okay. Oh, you live right on the reservation. So I know this is an ignorant question, so grit your teeth, bite onto the leather strap. But like a reservation, is that just like a gated neighborhood and all the homes look the same, except you call it a reservation because you're an Indian, and I'd call it a subdivision? Or is it like a big thing of like sticks at angles with an Indian insignia and you drive under it? I mean, what is it exactly, and is it noticeable to a stranger? Oh, is it really, huh? Huh. Oh, way north, Greg, way north. 95 miles north. So is it like traditional houses like you see anywhere else? Or do they have to conform, or is it like a big one and a little one and a really nice one, or what's it like? Is there like a giant homeowners association? Huh. So do you have to show like ID to go in there? Good, Simple Life. How you doing? Oh, really? So you just can't drive in there, can you? Oh, no kidding, Greg. Okay. What's his name, do you know? Oh, okay. Is it like small lots, big lots? Can you have a horse? I mean, what's it look like? Oh, okay. Hey, Brian, how you doing? So you're not too far from the courthouse, are you? In Leelanau. Oh, okay. Hey, Sabanji, how you doing? Oh, thank you, Galen. Oh, okay. Now, you know, Mari BJ is on a reservation too. Did you know that? Oh, okay, Brian. Isn't that the truth, Mark? Thanks, Galen. Oh, okay. BJ, what's the name of your reservation? Oh, I know it's not Mark. Yeah, I was talking to a clerk at a hotel down around Detroit, and she said they're treating it like it's a big joke. Hey, Mari, so do you still, how about property tax? What goes on with that? You don't pay any? Yeah, I knew there was one about a week ago. Okay. Isn't that the truth, Mike? Oh, okay. Yeah, it was a nice day today. Get out of here, Lois, you idiot. Go feed your donkey. Yeah, it's pretty good. Now I'm not going to be going to Detroit for a while. Kids don't really need to worry about it. I get down there all the time, Cliff. All right, BJ. Sorry about that. Well, I think I'm going to sign off here, guys. You guys have a good night. Good luck with everything, Angelica. Take it easy, Mari. Shaniqua. All right, love, peace, joy. Okay, Larry, see ya.